Welcome to the Robinson Report. Today, we talk about how two soldiers, one in the Air Force, one in the Army, faces Bush administration justice, one with the death penalty. Secondly, we'll talk about the economy and a few of the stocks I have in and a new term I got for you guys. Thirdly, we'll talk about the vice presidential picks of the Democratic and Republican nominees, Senator McCain and Senator Obama. You are watching the Robinson Report. The Robinson Report. Good evening. Coming live and direct at you on today, Wednesday, July 30th, 2008. On the Robinson Report today, we're talking about two members of the military, an Air Force colonel and an Army private that's getting the recipients, who are the recipients rather, of Bush administration justice. Colonel Samuel Lofton III was convicted of assaulting a woman, and he was acquitted of raping another. And he pleaded guilty of stealing thousands of dollars from the government, according to CNN.com. This conviction of this officer seems very interesting to me because usually in the military, officers don't receive penalties like that for certain crimes. But again, he was part of the Air Force personnel down at Wichita Falls, down at Fort, at the training base for the United States Air Force, which everyone goes to. Secondly, we have the Bush administration approving of the execution of a private convicted of murder back in 1988. His name is Private Ronald Gray, and he's been on death row since that time in 1988, and he's going to be one of the many people that George Bush has signed the execution order, because if you remember, he was behind a lot of executions when he was governor of Texas before his presidential term. And I think that these are bad signals to send, considering that we have a military that's engaged in war, that's overstretched. We should do all that we can to promote life without parole, at the very least for the Army criminals that are facing it, because we need to get more good, conscious, good Americans in the military and do the best that we can. So these two stories have been of particular interest to me, and I would like to talk about that here. Coming up next, we're going to talk about McCain, Obama, vice presidents. Who should they pick? And then it's the economy, stupid.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
What's up, man? This is Weston, and today you're watching the Robertson Report.
Peace.
I'm a big news hawk, as I hope most of you all are, and I take a very big liking to our this week's Time magazine with Daria Torres on the cover. The first time I could say I read the pictures more than I do the letters in Time magazine. Anyway, there are very good articles, one especially about Senator Obama's trip to the Middle East. Very interesting that you have someone that can be loved in the Middle East from the United States. However, McCain has said that there should not be a president or a presidential candidate that goes and gets the star treatment. Hey, America's star for a hero. I understand their likingness of him, but I also understand the traditional argument from Senator McCain. Anyway, on to their VP picks. I believe if John McCain was really smart, he would pick Ron Paul as his vice presidential candidate. The whole internet phenomenon that you see with Barack Obama and his fundraising, which has been awesome and great, you saw cultivated first by Ron Paul about a year, 18 months ago when this first campaign got started. He would satisfy the taste of a lot of libertarians who come out for the Republicans. New Hampshire would definitely be in the column, and he would make many states competitive. However, I'm very sure the people around Senator McCain will say, hey, you should pick this Huckabee or someone that can get the Southern conservative base together. I don't know. On the Democratic front, I hear in the news media that Tim Kaine is Senator Obama's pick for vice president. It will send a very clear message that he's trying to come with some new outsiders, kind of like how Bill Clinton did in 1993. I think it's a solid pick and a solid campaign, and the way he's running, if he can run America like that, the best is yet to come. Up next, we're going to take on the economy, and I'm not going to call you stupid again.
My name's Chelsea, and you're watching the Robinson Report.
Monty's right there. Just kidding. My name is Cammy, and you're watching the Robinson Report.
Good afternoon, the Robinson Report for today, Wednesday, July 30th, 2008. Today we're talking about the economy, and full disclosure here, I have a company that's invested in a few stocks. And I want to talk about them for a few minutes and why I did it and what I'm thinking about. In the New York Stock Exchange, I'm invested in Limited Brands, Brown Shoes, Humana, and Electronic Arts. A lot of these plays for me are Christmas plays. I bought them about $12 to $15 a share, and I think it's a very important play for someone to make. Now, come around Christmas time, Thanksgiving, I'll think about dumping them and going into something for another season. This is what I call seasonal investing. Oil has been the anchor on the economy for so long, and if you read the Daily Kos for the Robinson Report, you'll see that I've written a blog about the oil standard now taking the place of the gold standard as the prime mover of markets. We have to understand in these days the countries that control oil really control the markets, given their savvy investing and their position in the market. The oil standard is something that we have to take grips with, and with Al Gore's vision, it's good to move beyond that because our whole infrastructure is geared towards the oil economy. In terms of investing, I'm looking at healthcare and long-term stocks because healthcare, pharmaceuticals, because the baby boom generation is becoming older and older. And I think the demand for these commercially driven Lipitor, Vioxx, and all those companies, they're solid companies. And eventually you'll be able to invest in those guys and make lots and lots of money as the baby boom generation ages and needs more medicine for whatever. Now, on the flip side, on the equal side, I hope that holistic medicine also can have a very big impact. But as a stock analyst, I'm going to tell you the realness so you can make money like I make money. Thank you for the Robinson Report. We'll get back to you next week. We're a Wednesday thing. Peace.
Mankind Photography sitting here giving big thanks out to the Robinson Report, keeping the people informed and speaking his mind. We also be doing the same thing every day. Give thanks and praise for the brothers out there, spend their lives fighting for our freedom. I'm out.